Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this May-June book chat. All the books that I read in the month of May and June. Is that right? Yes, that is correct. I have 6 books here that I read, so let's get to them. The first being The Appeal by Janice Hallett. Now, one of the things I love about Janice Hallett's books is that they are all some type of like email, text message, audio message type setup. This is the 3rd book that I've read by her, and this is actually book 1 to like a 2-book series, which I actually kind of wish or hope that she does more with this group of people, because I actually really like this particular series. If I think about these 2 books, those 2 books, and then the first one that I read by called the Appleton Angels, I believe the mysterious case of the Appleton Angels. I believe that was the full title. But when I think about the 3 I've read, the Appeal series, I really do like those. This is about a group of what do they call it? It's it's not playwrights, because they're not writers, but it's about a play group. It's a community of actors, and there is something fishy going on. Someone has been murdered. We don't know, but that's the mystery we're trying to figure out, what actually happened. And this story tells what led up to it. Now, I actually read the second one, which was the Christmas Appeal, first, and they did allude to this book, but not in a way where when I read this book, I was like, oh, I already know this stuff. It just made me go, oh, that's what they were talking about. So I did read them out of order, and if you happen to do that, I mean, it's not Christmas time now, so it's not like, well, some people might grab a Christmas book, because I won't shy away. But if you were to grab that one first, or you have that one already on your list and you didn't have this one, it's fine. But it says 1 murder, 15 suspects. Can you uncover the truth? So basically, through these emails, the lead detective is Roderick Tanner, and really, he is going back in time, and he's trying to, this person has an appeal. Now, the appeal that they're talking about here is a financial appeal, but this person who is being held for the crime is up for an appeal, because Roderick Tanner, who is a big-time lawyer, is like, I don't think, they actually got a fair shake. I don't think they actually did it. And 2 of his law students, Charlotte and Femi, he has pulled them into this case to read through all of the information and give him a new suspect or suspects to then get the person who has been arrested for the crime off. I really like this book. I think it's really funny. So if you want a light mystery, this is a good one to gravitate to. Now, this one is Everyone in This Bank is a Thief. It's by Benjamin Stevenson. I was really waiting for this one to come out. I bought it, and of course, it took me a while to get to it. But I love Benjamin Stevens' books. So far, he has, I believe, 4 or 5 in the series, and I've read all of them. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Everyone on this train is a suspect. Everyone, excuse me, This Christmas Has a Secret. Now, those are all the Ernest Cunningham series, and this is the 4th one. But I'm just noticing he has other books, the Jack Quick series, and then he has 2 standalones. One is only on audio, so those are Greenlight, and the other is Either Side of Midnight. That's Jack Quick, so I'm probably going to look into that one. And then the other one is Fool Me Twice, 2 Twisty Mysteries, and then Don't Hang Up, which is audio only. So, yeah, he does have other books, but I really love the series. This one, I will say, started out slow, and it took me a while to actually be interested. But this one gave twist after twist after twist after twist, and I truly, truly enjoy it. Benjamin always getting himself in some mess. I spent the past few years solving murders, but a bank heist is a new one even for me. I've never been a hostage before. The doors are chained shut, no one in or out, which means that when someone in the bank is murdered, hostages become suspects. Let me tell you, people will do some crazy mess. And this book had the twist that made you go, you lying to me. So once again, a fun, easy mystery. I highly recommend it. Can you read these out of order? Absolutely. Once again, I read book 2, Everyone on This Train is a Suspect, because I love train mysteries, first. They gave you a little bit, but not too much to make you want to not want to go back to the first one. The Christmas one was a little but that was like a novella. It was shorter. So I give it that grace, but I enjoyed it. And like I said, it started slow, but it ended with a bang. So it's definitely worth a read. Now, It Ends at Midnight by Harriet Tyce. I didn't really like this one. And what bothers me is I don't believe the end. There was not enough in the book to make me believe that that's actually what I had been reading the entire time. Was it like a, whoa, are you serious? Was it a, dang, I didn't want it to be that way? Was it a, I missed that. And I do miss stuff sometimes. But in this one, I just felt like they couldn't really support that ending with what we read. Like, it's like you want me to believe this is what I had been reading the entire time, and I didn't believe it. It also was very slow, and it made me go like, I need you to wrap it up. So that also bothered me. This is about a woman who really wants to get her friends and families back together, or her friends, I should say, her old friends back together for this big party in their old neighborhood. For them to like let things go and move on. Fireworks, champagne, all the good stuff, but somebody's going to get taken out at that party basically. Midnight approaches and the countdown begins, but it seems one of the guests doesn't want a resolution, they want revenge. Now, I will say I clocked something and I was like, this person is suspect. I happen to be correct, but once again, the other things they wanted me to believe, I didn't believe, so I did not like how it ended, and I don't trust that that's what was going on. So, I don't know. I did get this one from the Dollar Tree, so for $1.50, I ain't complaining. The next one, The Stalker, it was meant to be the perfect escape, but it became the perfect nightmare by Sarah Alderson. Let me tell you, this book right here was, I was trying to check, this was not a Dollar Tree book, is that book that when they say, characters be insufferable. This heifer, what her name? Laura and Liam was pissing me off. Like, I was so freaking annoyed with both of them. Both of them. But when I tell you this book grabbed me and was like, I got this. Pause. I'm going to show you what's going on. I was like, well, god darn. Now I get it now. I get it. And it was a really good read. This one right here, I love it because it does go from different perspectives. So it goes from the perspective of, well, it's mostly told from Laura's perspective, but it's also told from the Stalker's perspective. And then it's also told... let's see. I thought it was told from another perspective, and I'm trying to find it. I can't find it, but I think it's told from different perspectives. It is past and present. I will say, like, at one point, with the Stalker part of me, that part, just read it. You might get a little like, huh? Like, wait, how do we change? And that took a little bit, but once you just like get into it, you'll love it. This was a really good one. This was a good twist that I did not see coming. I was like, wait, where did that come? I was about to say left field, but not left field in a bad way. It came out of left field where I was like, dang, okay, I see, I'm here for it. And like I said, that is when you understand why you feel the way, like why that made me understand why I felt the way about the characters. But definitely, I felt this was a good read, and I think you should read it. The next one is The Ex-Girlfriend Murder Club by Gloria Chao. I like this one. Light, fun, let me give you a little more details about this because I didn't even tell y'all what was happening. So Liam and Laura go off on their honeymoon in Scotland, off the coast of Scotland, remote island. They're the only ones there. And basically, Laura gets the feeling that someone's out there watching. And things start to happen. Things start to disappear. Messages start to show up. Things like, we're supposed to be the only person out here. What's going on? So that is what this one is about. And you're trying to figure out who is doing this and why are they doing it. And that's the part that's gonna grab you. Now back to this one. This one again is light. I enjoyed it for the most part, but I feel like it wrapped up too quickly on the end. And where I can see, I did have an idea of who I thought the person was, but then as I read, I could definitely see how the person who was the person was the person. I was like, I accept that. I definitely got that. What I don't like about it is I feel like it takes you through this whole thing where you're trying to figure out what's going on, who did what. And then you got the main girl. She was getting Catherine. Catherine who? She was getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, I get that you could be awkward and I get that you may not understand how things work, but girl, you doing some stupid stuff. Some stupid stuff. But I did like the book, but I felt it rushed the end. And I've talked about this before where you have such a good book and then it gets to like the last 2 chapters and the last 2 chapters are like 7 pages. No, I needed them to dig deeper. Like, don't leave me hanging like that and just wrap everything up. But I did overall enjoy this book. This book is about 3 women who basically find out that they're dating the same man. And they're like, we about to get him back, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I want to take him out. I'm bad. You know, you talking all your smack. And this guy actually turns up dead. And of course, they, or at least some of them, become a part of the suspect pool. So you're trying to figure out who did this thing. And all the while, of course, there's some romance in this one. There is a cute detective. And then there's somebody throwing some shade because there's also a podcast going on about this at the same time. But you're just trying to figure out who actually did this, like, where are they hiding, and, you know, get to that mystery. So overall, I enjoyed it, but I do feel like they wrapped it up too quickly at the end. The last book I read was Going Rogue by Janet, and I don't know if I said the author. This is Gloria Chao. And the last one is Going Rogue by Janet Evanovich. This is the first book I've read by Janet, and my sister actually got this in another one of her books. Y'all, I completely did not know this lady made, like, more lighthearted thrill kind of book. So this isn't like a detective thriller. So there's this murder or kidnapping, that type of thing. In this one, there's a murder and a kidnapping, but it is so lighthearted. Like, and I didn't know that. I always thought, you see her, this is one of those authors that got 50 million books and like Barnes, you know, they're in that section with the David Baladushis, I think, or DC, and the Harlan Cobens, and what's the other guy? He wrote it's a big detective series, and I can't even think about it. It was a movie. Tyler Perry did the movie. Alex, Haley, Alex something. Anyway, that James Patterson, like, she's in that area. So I always thought it was more serious. Y'all, this thing was funny. Like, when I was reading the book and it actually started to be like goofy and funny, I was like, wait a minute, you write like funny books? And then when I was entering the book in Goodreads, I literally saw people say, I always reach for her books because I know I'm going to get some good laughs with a good mystery and some good, goofiness as they solve the crime. So I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't just like thinking that this really is meant to be funny. So I don't know if all of her books give that, because I do have another one and it's a part of the, and I mean, she has a ton of books. So this is a Stephanie Plum novel, and there are lots of them. This is, she does give, okay, I was wondering why this one was called Going Rogue, Rise and Shine 29. She basically weaves in the number of the book to the title. So, like, the first one is 1 for the money, 2 for the dough, 3 to get deadly, 4 to score, 10 big ones, like just jumping down, take down 20. So she has the Stephanie Plum novels. Now, I don't know if the Stephanie Plum novels are just the ones that are like funny and goofy, or that's all of hers. Then she has the Gabriella Rose novels, which the only one here is The Recovery Agent. That is the other one my sister bought me. I think that's the one that she got me. Then she has like Fox O'Hare novels with Lee Goldberg. And then one she actually wrote with Peter Evanovich. So I'm thinking there is some type of familial connection. one with Steve Bounty, but still in those novels. Then she has Night and Moon, the Lizzie and Diesel novels, the Between the Numbers stories. Like, I wonder if Sugar Plum is related to Stephanie Plum, but she has a ton of books. And I'm not, she wrote one with Alex Evanovich, so I'm like, another family connection. She has a lot of books. So I'm like, this is definitely going to be one of those go-to authors. My sister got this one for me from like Walmart. I think she said they had like a $5.98 bin or something. But this one is basically about Stephanie Plum, who is a bounty hunter, and she goes out and of course picks up people who skip their bail. And in this particular one, someone kidnaps their main office person, manager, and it's all about this coin that was given as collateral. So they're trying to figure out who kidnapped her, why they kidnapped her, why is this coin so important. And in this, you have her two romantic people. One she's dating, who's this cop, and then the other one is like this suave Hispanic guy who like is this millionaire, and he has this top-notch security system. Like, but here's the thing. I was sitting here like, and I think her man name is Joseph. Is your man really your man? Because old boy over here, who it's Range. I know it's called Rangeman Security, but what is his name? Ranger. His name's Ranger. Like, Ranger be pulling up. This man got tracking devices on your car, but not like in a bad way. Like, she always be getting herself into some mess. Like, random cars being blowed up. Like, this girl is like the magnet for crazy stuff happen to her. So like, he has the tracker so he can get to her. So it's not like a tracking in a controlling way. It's a tracking in, girl, you always be finding yourself in some mess, and I just need to know how to get to you. And it's crazy because like, when she, of course, because her boyfriend is a cop, he has to follow rules. So even when she was talking to her boyfriend, but she was giving him all the details, because she knew if she told him all the details, he would have to then step in and bring other agencies, and then they wouldn't be able to do their thing. And you know, with kidnappings, people don't like to bring the cops to the face and all that. So even when she was telling him like, XYZ happened, he was like, I feel like you're not giving me the details. And she was like, yeah, that's probably for the best. He was like, probably. And she's like, you know, I brought in Ranger and his crew. And he was like, yeah, that's probably best, because, you know, they can do things that I can't do because they can work around the law. But I'm like, they kissing and stuff, and Ranger feeling up on her. And the girl Lola, who is like another one that works at the office, she is, in her words, a reformed hoe, y'all. And I love it. She's like, I mean, if y'all kissed and there was tongue, then you cheated. Like, when I tell you, it's just so goofy, and I didn't expect it, but I loved it. But yeah, girl, Joseph, like, she's saying you the man, but you really do you really understand her and Ranger? Like, they ain't did the do, and like, Ranger knows she with this man, and she be telling Ranger, you know, but Ranger be like, I mean, if you want to pull up, you can. And I'm just like, I would pick Ranger. I'm just saying. But yeah, this is just like really fun, lighthearted. They're trying to figure out what happened. But the thing is, when people was getting kidnapped, it was like, they had a sense of urgency, but some like goofy stuff where I'm like, even with Ranger, I'm like, Ranger, you tracking her. Why your men took so long to get to the back? Why she done get beat up and got two black eyes? Like, it be crazy stuff like that. So it is like, it's like you're watching a sitcom detective show. Like a comedic detective show. That's what this gives. I really enjoyed it. Can't wait to read another book by her. I am definitely going to be buying these as like books to go to when I need something lighthearted. So those were all my books. And now that I'm thinking about it, all of these were pretty lighthearted books, except for It Ends at Midnight and The Stalker. These are the two that were not lighthearted, but the other 4 gives lightheartedness. Now, lightheartedness does not mean they didn't cuss. They cussed. You know, there are some things that can be triggers, so definitely look that information up. But I really, really enjoyed my reads for May and June. Let me know if you have read any of these or what is on your list to read. I can't wait to hear about them. My name is Sarah Sho'Shanna. Thank you for those who are stopping by to hang out for the first time, join the family. And for those of you who continue to support me, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one.